Our first D&D session. Dungeon Master. You see a dog. Barbarian. Can I roll to pet it? Sure. Rolls a critical miss. You slap the dog. Why didn't you just make it like you scare the dog away or something? But no, you wanted to play with their emotions. You cannot put a dog in the game without expecting your players to want to pet the dog. What are you doing? Don't do this. Like, you could have just really just made him scare the dog away or something. Come on. Hello BabyQueers and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing some nice, relaxed, despite this first meme, me IRL again. But you know the deal? Before we continue, y'all gotta get hydrated. So grab some water, or some tea, or whatever else you like to drink, and then we'll continue. Are you hydrated? Good. Let's go. Using my vape money to get them a new tank. Having kids changes you. I can feel my lungs changing already. Shane and Ryland, we love you. Honestly, it's your money and you can do whatever you want with it, obviously, but making choices for your own health and your children's happiness and also your pet's happiness still seems like a good idea. If you don't have kids or pets, you can still choose to do something for your own health. You know, because you might not care if you live super long, but I think you do kind of care about not adding more misery by poor health to your life, right? I would think, for a lot of people at least. My boss. Sorry, I can't accept your time off. Me already on the plane. Well, my anxiety could never. I would never do this, which is why I am currently annoying my boss to approve my time off for February, because yeah, I already booked the concert ticket and I already booked the train tickets. But still, I will annoy him to the last minute so he does approve them. He said he would, he's just struggling with the program right now because the program is fighting him apparently. But oh well, I could never. But honestly, kind of understandable, because some bosses out there really do just be annoying and want to deny your time off just to deny it, you know. And I'm really sorry, but it looks like you're nice. Like you're going somewhere nice. Touching grass isn't enough. I need bad things to happen to evil men in power. Does it count as a meme if it's just true? Because as much as I want to be like, oh, you can make positive, like, choices for yourself, it'd be a lot easier to make positive choices for every single person if they weren't struggling so much because of certain people in power. So, you know, is it a meme if it's just true? Okay, I bet you there's a couple of seconds on that medieval torture stretcher rack where it just feels incredible. Of course that moment doesn't last very long, but for a few seconds there, it's gonna feel really good. You know, if you had such a torture device nowadays, you could just stop at that moment. Or you could just do dead hangs and not risk hurting yourself, you know, like where you just like grab onto the bar and let yourself hang. Because that shit stretches out your back and everything so well, and your shoulders, and it also feels so nice, even though this would stretch your legs better. You know, but I see this dude at the gym, he always has like cuffs for his ankles and just like attaches those to the bar and just like hangs upside down. I'm too awkward. I want to ask him why he's doing it, like what the benefits are, but I'm not going to. But still, it seems really nice and really relaxing, and that might stretch your legs out better, so it might be a good idea. When the DoorDash person knocks instead of just leaving the food there. Gonna be real quiet, gonna pretend I'm not here. Like, honestly, Germany could never, because in Germany they kind of literally They have to. I think it's company policy or something, because they literally have to ring the doorbell or they have to knock, because yeah, like even if you pay upfront per like PayPal or whatever, they still have to like knock and give you the food. But this still seems like a fair reaction. This is me when anyone else comes over like unannounced. Like random people, telemarketers, people wanting to give you random, like, you know. But I can't do that with my food, apparently. Shut my door when you leave, please. They freaking didn't shut it. Parents. I mean, I'm telling you this. Siblings will do this just to annoy you, right? Parents do it for whatever reason. I don't know why parents do this. But literally, they will be the first to complain if, like, they want you to shut the kitchen door or the living room door and then you don't do it. Then you will hear about it. But if they don't do it, then it's fine, I guess. Like, I'm really glad my bed at least was like next to the door so I could shut it from bed without getting up. But if I was like, it was during the day and I was like at my desk or wherever, I would need to get up, and that's just annoying. Name: Peter Parker. Last name. Listen, they do this just to see how many people fall for it. And there can't be like another reason for this. They do this just to see how many people mess up. And I'm telling you, I will mess up every single time because I usually do not read ahead. I fill out the name and then I look at the next line and I was like, oh, right. Damn. And like, the worst thing is if they write like a name and then in the next line, like your first name. And then you're supposed to like only fill out your last name and then your first name. I will mess it up every single time. Woman can't figure out why a plant which evolved to live in Borneo rainforest keeps dying in her studio apartment. Okay, listen, don't mess with plant people. They will figure it out. But also a lot of plants are very resilient and then a lot of plants just aren't. And you never know which is which beforehand. Because some plants, you know, like the popular, oh, I'm allergic to tap water meme, because some plants really do be like that. They just randomly die and you have no idea what went wrong. And some just do well, like I have tropical plants as well that technically need a lot of heat and a lot of humidity, but apparently they're still doing well. I don't get it. To be honest, I don't even know what this plant would need to grow well, but it didn't grow for like 2 years and now it's growing a lot. So sometimes plants are just kind of weird like that. Me at the New Year's party, knowing nothing changes at midnight. Kind of fair, but also kind of not, because yeah, nothing changes unless you change something. Like a lot of people kind of use it as like a clean cut to refocus on stuff they want to do, right? A lot of people also mess it up very quickly, right? But nothing changes technically. Yeah, you're right. Which is why I was just like inside chilling and not at a party, because I was just, you know, like we were like playing a game. But nothing changes unless you change it. So if you're being weird about it and trying to pull like other people down, be like, but nothing changes anyways. Like, why do you even try? That's weird. If you just want to be melancholy for yourself, that's kind of okay, I guess. I need a girl to kiss. Okay, do you think that just because you're a lesbian it makes that sentence any less pathetic? It kinda does. Because this is lesbian yearning. Which isn't pathetic, it's kind of beautiful and cute. Because it's like, well, I like girls, I want a pretty girl to kiss me. Maybe even a specific pretty girl, you know, that you have in mind. But listen, this is lesbian yearning, okay? It's not pathetic. Me, waiting on the cashier to notice me after I scrub the self-checkout again. I would really like to go home and not be surrounded by people anymore. Could you could you please notice me? Because sometimes these checkouts just beep for no good reason. They just throw out like warning lights and tell you made a mistake but will never tell you what's wrong, and then you just like need a cashier to fix it. At random, and it's just rude, and I'm always glad if it goes well without that, you know? Because this is the exact look. Bro, how do I check if my Jordans are real or fake? Just look at the logo. Wait, I'll send you a picture. This is the original, and this would be the fake with the arm up. Well, he has the arm up, but he also has a juicy booty, which the original didn't have. So, really, is it a bad thing that you have a knockoff? Because he's thick. Wouldn't that make it better? I have to study. I have an exam in 2 days. Let's make a schedule. Oh, on the schedule it says I should have started at 6 and it's 6:02. I have lost my motivation. Because then you either have it scheduled out so late that you can't push it back, or you push it back and then mess it up again. Which is surprising how often this happened, because I would set an alarm for like 5:54, 5:45, or like 5:50. And I'd be like, okay, I'm just gonna like go to the bathroom and grab something to drink, but then suddenly it would still happen. Because I would like look at the clock and be like, well, I still have 5 minutes, and just like pick up my phone because I'm incredibly bad at being bored. And then suddenly it's too late. Because I just wanted to quickly reply to some messages or something. Yeah, I cannot tell you how often this has happened to me. Too often, probably. How being sick actually feels like. Head just hammering, sharp pain. Left eye and right eye just on fire, way too dry. Left nose just running constantly. Right nose so blocked you have no idea how you're even still breathing. Throat also just dry, and it hurts. Like, you can't explain how much it hurts with the desert. But imagine the desert being shoved down your throat, because that's kind of maybe what it feels like. And I feel really sorry for people who don't have a good immune system and have to go through this kind of thing very often. I'm really sorry, you guys. I'm honestly really glad I don't get sick that often. This quote speaks to me on a spiritual level. Should I sleep or should I shower? I could sleep in the shower. Oh, but I'm also starving. I mean, literally, how high is the burnout rate for people studying to become doctors? Because I feel like it's too high, because I feel like this is very common. Like, obviously, if you're like also just like burned out or depressed or just constantly tired or having to work like 2 or 3 jobs, then this will probably also happen of like, okay, I have like 10 minutes. I need sleep, I need to eat, I need to shower again, because I don't even know when I showered for the last time. Honestly, this probably happens to a lot of people, actually. Me, smiling at you because I didn't hear anything you just said. Right, and honestly, some people are hoping they will repeat themselves, right? I'm usually just hoping this person stops talking to me. But no, they will probably try again, and if it was a question, it's even more awkward, and then they think you just didn't care, even though you're really just not picking up what they said. You know, you can hear the people arguing like 2 tables over, or like down the street, but hearing what the other person is saying, no. Which is also why I just hate phone calls, because you have people talking next to you or somewhere around you, and then you just cannot hear what the other person on the other side of the phone is saying. And it just gets worse if they don't have good reception and are already like really quiet or like kind of broken, like off, right? It just gets so much worse over phone somehow. Although the other person can't look at you awkwardly and you can just pretend the phone call got cut off, I guess, at least if you're not at work. Don't do this at work, you're probably gonna get into trouble. Okay, I did the math and everything is stupid. Well, I'm not good at math, but I know that sometimes you're right, because sometimes it literally just feels like this. Chances are, it's just very easy to get lost in that, right? It's very easy to just focus on everything going wrong because, well, you have a lot to pick from, right? Just look at the world. You have so much to pick from of things that are just going awfully that shouldn't be like they are right now. Very easy to focus on that. And I'm not saying ignore all that, right? Just ignore it all away because no, that's not really a healthy approach either. But honestly, just focusing on that is kind of a problem because then, yeah, everything is stupid. But that's gonna drain your own energy and eventually just make you sick. Rather than take a moment like, well, actually, when is the last time I slept well? When is the last time I drank some water? Because personally, honestly, like the longer I do this channel, the less frequently I remember to drink myself. It is so silly. Apparently, I'm giving my will to hydrate to all of you. So I hope y'all are hydrated at least. When is the last time I had a snack or a meal? You know, like some vitamins or minerals. Like, when is the last time I ate something nutritious? And just kind of taking care of your body in little ways will already make you feel better and will make it a little bit easier to focus on the things that are maybe going well or at least going in the right direction. You know, because, yeah, just focusing on the negative is not a good idea. Is it a boy or a girl? It's actually a salsa baby, the kind you get from eating too much salsa. I felt a kick. Yeah, that's the jalapeno. I mean, listen. I would think that at some point we learn not to comment on other people's bodies, because yeah, in this comic it's kind of like funny and cute, right? I kind of thought we would learn at some point, but a lot of people don't. And then you're just sitting there, like, staring awkwardly at your coworker because they commented on, like, some other person's body of, oh my god, have you seen how much weight they gained? And I'm just like, why do you care? Literally, why do you care? But at least in comic form, it's funny, right? In person, it's not funny, it's just kind of weird. Me, proofreading a professional email for the 10th time to make sure I didn't call the CEO's mother a slur and that the attached file is actually my resume and not a video of me dancing naked. This is probably also why I'm very specific about saving certain data in folders, because then you have one folder for all the stuff you need if you write applications, like your resume and everything. And your private stuff in different folders, because as much as I don't have videos of me dancing naked, I wouldn't accidentally want to send someone like drafts of my YouTube videos or whatever. Or like selfies I took, right? Like, save your stuff in separate folders, first of all. And then still like proofread it. But then you might only need to proofread it like 10 times and check the attachment 10 times, like 2 times instead of 10 times. You know, because you don't want to do this on a constant basis. Really, do you? Okay, I know how much work and effort athletes put in, right? Like, these people focus on it every day, all day, right? But personally, I still don't really see the ideal of watching, like, professional sports or, like, Olympics or... Like, I know a lot of people find it fascinating. I never got it, but... This might catch me because it's just kind of cute. I'm so sorry for all the athletes, like, y'all have your crowds, right? I'm sorry, but this seems way cuter. I can't go out today, I have guests at home. The guest. This is just fair, okay? Even if it's your own dog or your own cat or your own pet that you want to take care of or spend time with, I totally get it. If you're like fostering a kitten right now or like taking care of it because your friend's on vacation or something, then even more so, because you only have this cute little fluff ball for like a week or something. Of course you want to spend every 3 minutes in it. Why is this? This is very normal. Like, honestly, if you tell me, oh, I can't, I have plans, and this is the plans, then obviously I might still ask if I can come over, you know, because obviously, but still, like, if you can't go out, I totally get that. When you're trying to be miserable and you're around someone who's ruining the mood with positivity. Okay, listen. If you want to be miserable and you want to stay miserable, maybe don't go around people. Because yeah, chances are they're either gonna want to cheer you up or just like accidentally cheer you up by being super cheerful and positive. So if you want to be miserable, just go lay in your own bed, I guess, if you want to stay miserable. All your worries will stop someday. You might be dead. Because this is what the picture is suggesting to me. Your worries will be over because you will be dead. Not making it very wholesome, but this isn't a wholesome meme, so I don't technically have to. Because it's kind of true. Like, even if one worry resolves itself, another one will kind of come along and take its place, right? That's just kind of what life is. It just likes throwing shit at us constantly. But one day it will be over. And honestly, it still maybe helps you put things into perspective because that one thing you're super worried about will also resolve itself. Probably way before you die, so... You know, maybe a little bit wholesome, I guess. Just camp at the festival, bro. It's only 3 nights. You'll love it. Never, ever again. I mean, this is literally part of why I never wanted to go to a festival. I mean, I don't want to be around people non-stop for 3 days. The whole bathroom situation, shower situation, the constant noise, I would be so overstimulated after 5 minutes of being there. Just no. But like, even going to the festival and then like having like a vacation house or something like nearby to be able to like leave in the evening, I would still not want to. I get that a lot of people want to do this, but this is just no. This is just gonna be a no for me. Go have fun if that's your thing. Like, I know a lot of people really enjoy it, but no. God no, leave me out of it, please. The horrors persist, but so do I. Which is somehow also surprisingly wholesome, but also just very accurate to the spot. And could probably be like a life motto, honestly. Because yeah, again, life likes throwing shit at us. Things happen, right? A lot of them may be not so good. But as long as you also persist and try to make the best of situations, and like kind of try to move your life forward in little ways maybe, then you're gonna do quite well, I guess. So save it as an inspirational quote, I guess. Okay, so that's all the memes I have for today. I hope you enjoyed them. Like, this was very mellow today. Like, usually this subreddit is also full of kind of more depression memes. So kind of be aware of that, at least if you go to the subreddit, because you might find a lot of memes about that as well. You know, just a little disclaimer at the side. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're hydrated, because I certainly am not. I need to go drink something now. And I'll be back in a few days with my next video.